Rightio, bit of a different video actually. I didn't expect to make this video when I was starting the course and creating the booty building challenge, but I think it's very important that you realize where the industry is at in terms of face-to-face personal training and how you can just save a ton of money, which I guess you're already doing because you're in the booty building challenge. You're either doing private coaching with me or maybe you're doing a free smaller challenge. So bit of a reality check in terms of PTs and paying for those services. So first and foremost, love my personal trainers. If anyone's watching this, you guys have a ton of energy. You're passionate about fitness, food. You've gone through the ringer probably in terms of having your own body transformations. And again, you've got a lot of energy. You like helping others traditionally, but there's this stage, I guess, in many personal trainers' lives when they wake up to the reality of financial hardship, trying to get customers and leads and trying to extract as much money as possible from them. Not everyone does this, but for those who get into personal training, what they tend to learn very quickly is that the clients that they get given, or the clients that they can maintain long term, typically those who don't understand nutrition very well and don't understand the process of body transformations. And as we're seeing in the booty building challenge, your dream body can't be created without nailing your nutrition. Like, that's the hardcore reality. You can do 3 to 5 PT sessions a week. You can spend hour, 90 minutes per session working out. You can eat healthy foods, but still be exceeding your calorie intakes if you're trying to lose weight, or not eating enough protein if you're trying to gain muscle, a bit of both. And the problem with traditional personal training in person is just there's no real accountability that comes towards your nutritional goals. So they might get you to track on MyFitnessPal. They aren't going to give you like set meal plans. They'll give you maybe a guideline, and it's not actually their fault. I know here in Australia they're not legally allowed to give you meal plans. That falls out of their scope of practice and liabilities and insurance. They have to refer you to, say, like a nutritionist or dietitian to legally be able to give you meal plan accountabilities. They can sneakily give it to you on the sly, but they'll never say that it's illegal for them to do that. They'll give you their meal plan that they use, and you can do with it as you will, traditionally. So in saying this, your dream body, the goal that we're after in terms of building a booty, trimming down, getting curvy, getting off a restrictive diet, it falls outside the scope legally of personal trainers. And because they aren't able to be there with you, helping you with your cravings, helping you with your stress management, because that's the other thing. They address physical workouts. That's 99% of what they'll do with you, overcoming, like just giving you the system to work out. But again, like the stress management and stress mechanisms that you can have in place to make sure you get to the gym, get motivated. Like they're your biggest hype man when you're in front of them. And that's the limitation of personal training. Whereas with the booty building challenge, with what we have here in front of us, you've got 24/7 app access. I'm hitting you up with motivations. I'm your hype man. I'm keeping you up to date with the latest nutrition protocols, dieting protocols, workout systems. We're refining things as they go based on your weekly schedule, based on your sleep routines. This is a much more comprehensive, something that you've probably been lacking in terms of how to get results over the past however many months or years you've been trying to accomplish what you've been accomplishing, like in terms of hitting your goals, in terms of body targets. So anyway, I've done a little bit of a breakdown. It's super simple. You've seen it before. 2 to 3 personal training sessions a week. Let's just say we've gone from cheap to medium, $50 to $100 a week. I know some really like expert personal training services can run up to $150 to $300 per session. They tend to be niched down into like bodybuilding, or maybe they've just specialized in a high cost gym environment. So somewhere in LA, somewhere in Tokyo, somewhere up in Sydney. But yeah, $50 to $100 per week per session. So we're looking at anywhere between $100 to $300 a week for PT on a regular basis. That comes to $433 to $1,300 per month of 2 to 3 sessions a week. And obviously you're not going to be with a PT seriously for anything less than a month. If anything, it's going to be a 3-month period. Get the body transformation, learn how to exercise, what to do, what not to do in the gym, and then you'll typically wean yourself off and go forward on your own without having to pay for personal training services. And that, if so, on the cheap end to a medium cost end, it will come to, for a 3-month program with a PT, $1,300 or up to $3,900 for those 3-month sessions. Now, the reason why this video, I wanted to create it for you to help you save spending $3,900 in the future was, again, those nutritional protocols aren't covered. Therefore, you're less likely to hit your goals and targets under a PT. More importantly, the long-term habit building systems that we've got here in the Booty Building Challenge, you're not going to get them from personal training. Once you stop personal training, you're kind of left to your own vices, and that's where you start having those setbacks. Maybe you're more likely to have a week off, which turns into a couple of weeks, which turns into I can't be bothered. You get distracted by your other life routines and work schedules, and then you just back into that habit and routine of being your old self. We're looking to build up a new lifestyle for you so you don't miss out on life anymore. And yeah, I guess the big crux of personal training is, and I felt this when I was studying for my personal training as well, and you see it in the gyms when you're there as well. PTs, they tend to typically work with older people, and like yourself, you tend to be with your friendship groups, you tend to love hanging out with people who are like-minded and like yourself. Personal trainers end up like physiotherapists. They tend to end up with people who are recovering from injuries, but like we're talking about elderly, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 years old. They're recovering from hip replacements. Essentially have been referred to PTs based on hospital advice. And PTs themselves, they end up working with a client base that they don't enjoy working with on the whole. The reason why they do this is because they need the money. Lead generation, customer sourcing in personal training in typical gyms, it's really scarce and it's quite competitive once you're in the gym. What you'll tend to find as well, a lot of customers of personal trainers, they kind of know this, but they don't really know the numbers very well. The gyms will take a percentage out of every customer that the personal trainer has at the gym. So on a front of, let's just be conservative, let's just say the gym is taking 20%, it can be up to 50%. So let's just say the gym's taking 20% of the cut of what the client is paying. So 20% of $50. So they're taking $10, so they get $40 per session. 20% of $100, they're getting $80 per session. And I know, $80 an hour, that sounds amazing. Well, maybe they're only getting 3 clients per day, per session. It ends up costing the same amount per I guess hours worked in a traditional job. Plus they have to be their own accountant, they have to be their own marketing sourceman, they have to be their own salesman. Personal trainers are typically doing the workload of about 3 to 5 employees, and when they're having to work with whatever they can get, plus having to take a cut out of their salary, it can be just a lifestyle where they themselves get uninspired to do their jobs. And when they're in that state, like, how likely are they going to be the ones that motivate you to reach your goals? Like, how likely a personal trainer is going to be the ones to believe in you more than you believe in yourself, if they themselves are typically in, like, hitting a wall in terms of hardship, let alone gyms being on and off again, open and closed over this last couple of years, a year and a half, almost 2 years, with the whole situations happening around the world. Like, they're struggling. And if you've got mates who are PTs, just maybe check in on them, see how they're going. But this hopefully gives you a tiny bit of an insight of the realities of being a personal trainer and how you can save money by, I guess, not going to one anymore. If you do find someone who's really knowledgeable and up to date with their nutrition and they are giving you great resources, I know, like, being here on the BBC, some people just love just having that one session in person with someone per week. I recommend that you actually just get an accountability partner, so rather than a PT, because they're probably going to give you conflicting information of what I'm giving you. The actual workouts and programs that I've got set for you are unbelievable. Like, they're perfect in terms of recovery, reverse pyramid training, the actual structure per workout. So the start, like the first exercise, the second exercise, all the way up to the 4th or 5th. They're very deliberately placed. The rest times are really deliberately placed. And again, like, if we're doing one-on-one coaching, private coaching, we're refining it as we go throughout your entire body transformation journey. So yeah, really quick one. Just wanted to give that one to you guys. You're in a really great position in terms of the booty building challenge, price for the booty building challenge, especially when you compare it to personal trainers who don't even cover thoroughly the nutritional side of things. So yeah, obviously by now, if you haven't seen it, haven't become aware, which you obviously have, maybe it's just been in the back of the mind, this is such a great course and program and value and offer to yourself. And just want to, hopefully this will help you and or a mate, a family member, a friend, just save you or them like $4,000. I've marked this as save hundreds, but literally save thousands of dollars of personal training. And yeah, let's keep this journey going and get you towards your body transformation. So thanks so much. Have a great evening. Talk to you soon.